Are you in New York? Well, you better not cough, because if you do, they can take you away. As a matter of fact, even if you're not coughing, they can take you away. Under the new Rule 2.13, isolation and quarantine procedures gives the state of New York the ability to come into your home and take you away to quarantine without any notice for any virus or infection they deem necessary. You don't even have the option to fight it. You don't even get due process. It's not like, a 5150 in California where you get that 72-hour hold to make sure that you're not dangerous. No, you get hauled off. They don't even tell you where they're going to take you. They don't even tell your family where they're going to take you. And if you refuse to open the door, they'll kick it in, even though there's no reasonable, articulable suspicion whatsoever, let alone probable cause, and no warrant, and no due process after. I think I already mentioned that. Why would anybody stay there? I wonder. This is horrible. But you also get too high taxes and terrible city services all at the same time. If I lived in New York, I would be moving right now.
This is definitely the scariest video I've ever made. It's not just for New York City, it's for the entire state of New York. We are all gonna have to run and get the fuck out of here. Let me explain to what happened over the weekend. Rule 213. Anybody remember what Rule 213 was supposed to be? Or what it is now? Over a year ago, Governor Hochul tried to have something come in place called Rule 213, where the state can come remove you from your home and put you into quarantine. And I'm not talking about C-19. I'm talking about any disease, including Lyme disease, toxic shock syndrome, things that aren't even contagious, okay? This happened last March. It was approved to go through until a bunch of lawyers sued them for it. And the judge appealed it. They said, this is not gonna go through. No thanks, goodbye. Until this past September, when Governor Hochul appealed that decision. He followed up with the New York State Supreme Court Appellate Division, 4th Judicial Department. Both sides gave their argument. Hochul's lawyers saying, oh, it's not going to be as bad as you think, while the other lawyers saying what the nightmare will be if this goes through. Number one, there's no age restriction. It could be your newborn baby, it could be your grandparents, it could be you who just gave birth. There are no restrictions to removing the person that needs to come out and go in quarantine. Could be in the middle of the night, middle of the day, while you're at work. Doesn't matter. They take you, you have no right. There is no due process. There are no court hearings. There is also no time duration limit. You are there until they tell you you can leave. You are forced also to take whatever medicine that they give you, whatever vaccine that they decide is good for you. On that list also includes experimental drugs. They are allowed to experiment with your body to see if something will work. And I'm not making this shit up. This is all listed on the appeal. The worst part is you are not allowed to take a test to prove that you are not even sick. They don't care about test results. If they deem you to be a problem, they just take you out and put you into a quarantine. If you look up on Google, some websites will say, no, it's not a quarantine camp, it's something else. Well, really, what the fuck would you call it? They announced over this weekend, the appeals court finally got back with the decision after months later, and they put it through. Rule 213 is now in place for the entire state of New York. Attorney Bobby Ann Cox is saying there is only one more place they can appeal this. Is the New York State Court of Appeals. That's our last chance. Frankly, I don't know how any judge could have voted that this rule is okay. Maybe they don't think it will happen to them or to their family members or to their friends, but there is no way that this is constitutional by any means.
New York, let me explain this to you just in case you don't understand. Your wonderful governor, Governor Hochul, is supporting and is on the front lines of supporting 2.13, which as of now, she's got a grip on it. It is being appealed and I'm sure it will be overturned. But that's not the point. The point is the person who's your leader is advising that the police can come into your house, your apartment, your condo at will. And if they decide to pull you out because they think that you should be quarantined, whether you're sick or not, it's their authority and their choice to be able to pull you out of your home. And by the way, there's no restrictions. It could be your grandmother at 87 years old. It could be your newborn child at 3 months old. So if you're a Democrat, I'm gonna reach out to you right now because you are the people that have put this person into power. And if you're okay with your family members in the state of New York, thank God I'm based out of Las Vegas, Nevada, so Governor Hochul can shove it up your ass. But if she gets and is allowed to get away with this, where do you think it's coming next? So I'm gonna tell you, Los Angeles, Chicago, Philadelphia, to all the Democratic sanctuary cities, that if you allow this governor of New York to get away with this and put you into camps without no lawyers, no courts, at will, then you all again will get exactly what you deserve. Now, the last time I looked, I'm an American, and this is the United States of America. The last time I looked, this is not 1942 Gestapo Germany, where they're pulling my family members outside their house and putting them into concentration camps, winding up in gas chambers overseas. Stand up for your country now. Speak up for your country now. I'm speaking out to every Democrat in New York and New York City. If you allow your Governor Hochul, which you put in there into power, get away with this, forget about what you know about the United States of America. It will be completely different and unrecognizable for years and times to come. That's all I gotta say about that. Midnight, I am out. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Fair use. This video is for the purpose of teaching. Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and infinite glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Next, I want to give a double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who I learn from daily and who rule well. Peace and the salutations unto the hopeful elect who are given diligence to make their call of election sure. Shalom. This is the brother Ariyah from the COS camp, Sons of Yasharallah. Just doing what we've been commanded to do, which is, to warn the sheep, right? There's many scriptures that show what our job description is, and this is part of it, to sound the alarm in Zion, to get that blood off our hands, right? So, as you just seen in those videos, there's a ruling going on in New York right now. It's called Rule 2.13, right? And I have an article on it so we can go word for word, bar for bar, and break this down through the scriptures. But we in those times, Akim, you got to pay attention. You got to have your head on the swivel because things are like this are going to be being passed, more and more as we come closer to that time, right? Right? It's not hard to see that we are in the end times. All the signs point to this being the time of Jacob's trouble. And, like the apostles and elders have, proclaimed that, specifically Tahar, the apostle Tahar, he proclaimed this year to be the year of all prophecies coming to pass, right? So we are in those times again, right? But I'm going to read this article so this video could be edifying and, try to break it down through the scriptures and, Lord willing, this will, reach a few sheep, wake people up because Zion, Jake, Eve, these people are asleep, man. They have no idea what's going on. And it's crazy I say that because right now I'm looking at a video, a picture, if you will, of a puppy just laying on like a cloud. You know, he just nodded. You know, it's the same state that Jake is in. They're asleep, man. They can't see this, man. You know. But let's get started with this article. Let me see. This article was posted November 22nd. You see the title. It says, in a recent landmark decision, New York Appellate Division has ruled in favor of Governor Kathy Hochul, granting the state broad powers under Rule 2.13, known as isolation and quarantine procedures. Right, so right off the top, man, you know, reading this, we understand that they're going to try to, you know, spin the block on that whole situation that went down in 2019, if you will, right? Or 2020 more so, right? And this time they come in with, you know, because like the elders say, man, you know, that was a trial period, man. That was a test run. You know, you understand, you know, when you're in the store, you put on the sneakers right quick, see how they feel. You're like, I'm with these, or nah, I'm good, you know what I mean? But that's the trial period, man. You just testing it out, see what's gonna work for you, see what's you know, see what's gonna fit your scene, if you will, right? But this time they're coming more prepared, right? They're setting rules and regulations in place, you know, that the people generally don't know what the fuck is going on, so that when they start to mandate all these things, the people are like, well, that's unconstitutional. Well, we actually put it in, you know, we actually ruled on this a while back if you paid attention, right? So they're going to have an excuse, even though they don't need it, because they're going to come down with wrath anyway, right? But they're going to have an excuse to put these things in place and make these situations happen, right? It says, this ruling has ignited a contentious debate about the balance between public health measures and individual liberties, raising concerns about government overreach. And what you people in Babylon have to understand, that you're spoiled, man. You know, the liberties that you have here in Babylon isn't afforded to most places on this earth, man. You people are spoiled. You know, you start bugging out when these people who are over top of you, these elites, start to, you know, inch closer and inch closer to, you know, their idea of the, I'm not going to say it, the new, you know, the new order, if you will, right? But in reality, you people never had any rights in the first place, man. You know, those rights was never meant to take on, you know, the level that it has in this society, right? You people, you are nothing, you know, to these elites in their eyes, man. You know, you're nothing, right? As a matter of fact, Klaus Schwab says it. He said you will own nothing and be happy, you know, because you people are just eaters, useless eaters, man. You know, and you can look up that quote for yourself, but that's what he feels about you Americans, you Babylonians, right? It says government overreach and rule 2.13. Under Rule 2.13, the state of New York now has the authority to enter homes forcibly, take individuals away for quarantine without providing any prior notice, man. And we already know who they coming for, right? They coming for the men of the Lord, man. They coming for the hopeful elect, man. Put you people away and do unto you what they will. Right, I mean, but the Lord is going to protect us in that day. You know, the hopeful elect, not a hair is going to come. You know, not a hair is going to be touched on their head. You know, if they're not a part of the, you know, the men who are going to be martyrs for this thing, right? But you see what it says. It says enter homes forcibly to take individuals away for quarantine without providing any prior notice, man. So you people really have no idea what's about to come down this pipeline, man. You know, you sitting here celebrating Thanksgiving, and, you know, you taking trips, and, you know, you doing all this extra shit, and, you know, not understanding that this devil is setting a trap, man. You know, this devil is setting a trap for you, man. And this isn't just going to happen in New York, man. Like you've seen the Edomites saying, you know, and even I believe it's the beloved Elder Malcolm. He says, you know, what happens in New York or L.A., you know, pretty much precipitates or trickles down to the rest of the nation, man. You know, trendsetter wise, right? So what happens in those locations usually, you know, it's the testing grounds for the rest of the nation and the world, if you will, right? So you people are being, there's a trap being set, man, right? And you people have no idea that, you know, you could be living your life one second, the next, the government could be breaking down your door and, you know, taking your wife, your kids, because there's no age restriction on this, man. You could just have a newborn baby, and guess what? The elites want it for, you know, we're gonna say a dream. We're just gonna say adreno, right? You know what I mean. Brothers who are in the know what I'm talking about. And they're gonna utilize that child for that specific purpose, man. All right? Because we know how these elites get down. It says the rule applies to any virus or infection that the government deems necessary. Right? So you sniffle, right? You like, you know, you got some in your throat right quick, some dust. Guess what, man? You could be deemed as a threat, a biological threat, man. You know, and it doesn't even have to be anything like extreme, right? It doesn't have to be anything, you know, the CVIC, right? The 19. It ain't gotta be. It could be something as simple as allergies, man, and you could be deemed a threat in this thing, right? Because it says the rule applies to any virus or infection, and you know, an ear infection is an infection. So you got an ear infection. Guess what? They can come into your home and take your kids, man, right? And that doesn't even, like they said, anything they deem necessary, it doesn't even have to be that. They could just be looking for a reason to take you, man, right? But this is setting the ground for that to happen, right? But, what does it say? It says, leaving citizens with no immediate recourse or option to challenge the decision. So you're like, no, let me take a test. Let me prove that I'm not sick. They not trying to hear it, man. They just listen. They want it. If they want you, they coming to take you. Period, man. You know, unless Yahweh Shema Shai has other plans for you, but you 2/3 are finished, man. Y'all have no help in this thing. There is no help coming for you people, right? Because of your actions, right? Yeah, the disobedience that you've shown unto the Lord, right? Matter of fact, the scripture says you should call unto him and he will not hear you in that time, roughly paraphrasing, right? Because you want to take your time turning back to the Lord when the scriptures say tarry not, you know? Tarry not to turn back to the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. And I should grab that, you know, later on, but I'm going to finish getting into this article. It says, what particular is disconcerting is the absence of an age limit, allowing authorities to apply these measures to individuals of any age, man. So like I said, you just had a newborn baby. Guess what? Esau Edom wants him. He's taking him by force, and it ain't shit you could do about it, man. All right? So it says absence of due process. One of the most controversial aspects of Rule 2.13 is the absence of due process. Individuals subjected to quarantine under this rule will have no opportunity to fight the decision in court. So you Americans, all the rights you believe you have, and the government can't do whatever they want. That time is over, man. We are approaching a new time in history, right? To where as though, anything goes, man. Anything this devil wants to do is going to go, man. And you're not going to be able to do shit about it. You spoiled people of this country who have had everything given to them, man. Everything given to them, man. This country was built on the backs of my people, and you call them lazy, right? You watched us build this nation, then you took control of it, right? Right? And took credit for all the things that have been done, but you haven't given retribution, or you haven't given not reparations, but you haven't given us nothing, man. Right? You haven't done shit for the people of this nation, right? And not that you're supposed to, man. You're our enemy, man. We don't expect something like that, but you people are hypocritical. You call us lazy, tell us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, and we built this nation. Right, so, it is what it is, man, But it says individuals subjected to quarantine under this rule will have no opportunity to fight the decision in court, receive a court date, or present their case before judicial authority. This lack of judicial oversight raises significant questions about the protection of individual rights and legal recourse, right? Because you people aren't going to have any rights in this coming future, man. You know, America turned into something that it wasn't supposed to be, man. You know, you people took good advantage of it, right? But these elites are claiming this place back, man. They're gonna crash it, put you people through hell, and ultimately this place is gonna be destroyed, man. Right? It says indeterminate detention period. Right? Furthermore, the ruling grants the state the authority to detain individuals for as long as they deem necessary. This indefinite detention period without a specific limit raises concerns about the potential for prolonged and arbitrary confinement, right? And that reminds me of that scripture, you know, you should pretty much be in prison 10 days. You know, they should catch you in prison for 10 days, right? But we'll get the scriptures at the end of this, man. You know, but that's crazy, right? You know, you people are going to be having, you know, your family members taken and your children taken, and there's no time limit on how long they can hold these people, right? Or what are they going to be doing to these people? And I'm sure it goes into what they're going to be doing in this article, but you have no idea, right? You have no idea what's about to go down what's about to go down in Babylon, right? And it's starting with this, right? So it says Rule 2, treatment without constraints. Rule 2.13 not only allows for forcible removal, detention of individuals, but also grants the state the power to treat them as authorities see fit. This includes the utilization of the methods that are still in testing, right? And we know we're still in testing. Things like that charagma, the mark, right? That's still in testing. They could potentially put one into you, right? Right. What else? You know, all the types of drugs that they may be testing, use you as dummies, you know, to see what works and what doesn't work. To see what, you know, makes you infertile or what doesn't, or what can, you know, make you obedient or whatnot, right? So we have no idea what type of drugs and shit that they have behind closed doors that they're going to utilize on these people in these camps. You know, they may, you know, introduce these things into their body, send them back into their homes, and now you got the shedding of these medical things in the households of every person in this nation. You know, getting people sick, starting a pandemic, if you will. You never know with these devils, man. Right? Hold on, Salakia. Where am I at? Okay. It says this includes the utilization of methods that are still in testing, a provision that has sparked fears about the potential use of unproven experimental treatments without the consent of those affected. And you people don't care anyway, man. Whatever this devil tells you to take, you're gonna take anyway. And that was proven during the pandemic, right? Right. So it doesn't matter, you know, what it is. You people are gonna take it for the sake of safety and prolonging your lives, man. But we know that he who seeks to save his life shall surely lose it. So, yeah, man. So don't be surprised if people come out of them things bugged out, you know, all types of issues going on, and, you know, they're conforming to the ways of this devil, and, you know, they're robot like whatever, man. You never know what's gonna happen in these camps, bro. But it says public reaction to civil liberties. All right. The ruling has triggered widespread concern and debate, with civil liberties advocates expressing alarm over the erosion of individual rights in the name of public health. Critics argue that the expansive powers granted by Rule 2.13 infringe upon fundamental freedoms and create a concerning precedent for potential abuse of authority. Conclusion. The New York Appellate division ruling in favor of Governor Kathy Hochul has ignited a heated discourse about the balance between public health and individual liberties. As the state gains unprecedented powers to enforce isolation and quarantine without due process, the decision raises critical questions about the extent of government authority and the protection of civil liberties in times of crisis. This development calls for careful examination, consideration of delicate equilibrium between public safety and individual rights. So you heard it, man. You know, we are coming into a time of trouble, Yasharallah. You know, shit is about to hit the fan, and brothers can feel it, you know. You can feel it all around you, man. We know that this place isn't long, right? We know that shit is about to go down. All we can do now is continue to prophesy, do the work of the Lord, until the Lord pulls us off the highways and byways, right? Right, so let me get a few scriptures, you know, make this as edifying as possible, and we can wrap this up. Let me see. I'm going to start at Isaiah 10 and 5. In no particular order, I'm going to just grab these and try to break it down and correlate it to what we just heard. It says, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and that's going into this devil, this Edomite, right? The so-called white man. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation, right? Because let's go through it bar for bar, right? It says, O Assyrian, right? Talking to the Edomites, the rod of my anger, right? The staff in their hand is mine indignation. So the Lord has put this man in the power, right? To make these moves, to be the hammer of the whole earth, right? To bring punishment, man. To bring evil upon you people because you're wicked. You people are fucking wicked, man. You know, the men of the Lord have been on the highways and byways bringing out this truth for years, man. And you people forbear it. You don't care, right? You mock and scoff at the prophets, man, who are trying to warn you that evil is coming and to turn back to the Lord so that you can be in the shadow of the Lord, right? So that the Lord can protect you in this time to come, right? Because these devils are about to come in like a flood and fuck Jacob up, right? And rightfully so, man, because we have been going off for far too long. The state of our nation is disgusting. The women are wicked, man. Shake. You seen it in the new GTA fucking trailer? You got fucking Eve on top of the car shaking her ass. This is the peak of wickedness of our people, right? Every fucking video is nothing but bitches shaking ass. Niggas fucking killing each other, man. It's disgusting, man. We're sick of it. We're sick of seeing it, right? But we have to endure, man. How much angrier is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai at seeing the state of their people, man? You know, we're a precious people, separate unto the Lord. And look at how we're conducting ourselves, man. Right? It says, I will send him against a hypocritical nation, because you people are hypocrites, man. You made the covenant. You signed the agreement, right? You signed the contract with the Lord. And then you want to renege, man. You want to act like a bunch of fucking niggas. You want to be like the heathen. You want to worship the heathens' gods. You want to eat like the heathens, right? Right? You don't want to be a special people. You don't give a fuck about this, man. You just want to shake your ass and do what you want to do. Well, the Lord got something for you niggas, man. The Lord got something for you niggas, man. Right? And it's obliteration, man. He just completely just destroy you people, man. We got to start over because you people just don't get it. Slavery didn't work. Right? Matter of fact, there's a scripture. I can't remember it right now, but it's something like, why should I smite you anymore? Right? Brother can get it from me if he happens to see this video. You can put it in the comment section. But why should he smite you anymore, man? You people don't learn. You went through cattle slavery. Babies fed the alligators. Lost your native tongue. Lost your native, your heritage. Lost your culture. And you people still don't get it, man. You people still don't fucking get it. So there's nothing, you can't be fixed, man. You can't. Right? And you've been lauded for destruction anyway, because we know that, you know, man's going are of the Lord, and, you know, there's certain brothers that have been predestinated to do certain things and conduct themselves in certain ways. But you people are fucking finished. It's time, right? It says, and against the people of my wrath will I give him charge. So this devil has been given power over you, been given charge of you, right? To destroy you in this coming wrath that the Lord is bringing, right? The Lord do the good and the evil. Well, the Lord on this the good book, and the Lord only do good, and he's all love and all. No, the Lord brings the good and the evil, man. He do all things. Nothing happens on this planet without the Lord sanctifying it, without the Lord giving the order, right? So the Lord is bringing this wrath, using the Edomites, right, to do it, because he's the hammer of the whole earth, right? He is the one that's going to bring the destruction on you people as the sword of the Lord, man, right? Just like before, like in slavery, the Lord was making the Edomites do that to us, man, because we're a wicked nation. We're a hypocritical people, man. The Lord couldn't stand the sight of us the way that we were conducting ourselves, so he brought this punishment, rightfully so, right? It says, to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the street. So these devils are going to destroy you, man. Going to have you in a pitiful case out there, beating your brains out, man. You know, ravishing your wives, taking your babies, throwing them against the streets and shit. Just like before, man. Just like in Egypt, right? Because this is spiritual Egypt, right? So the shit is about to go down, man. Shit is about to hit the fucking fan. This devil is about to come in like a flood. And you niggas is going to be in a bad case. You niggas who don't know the name of the Lord, haven't read the scriptures, you ain't going to know what to fucking do in that time, man. Because we know that knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. So if you ain't read the scriptures, right? You ain't got the Lord as your guide to guide you through this time of trouble, right? That brother made a beautiful reference. He said, you know, when you're in a new place, you need a guide, right? And our guide is Yahweh Shemi Shai, right? So you niggas who ain't got Yahweh Shemi Shai ain't going to know what to do in these things, in those times, man. Just like you don't know where to go in a new place, you ain't going to know what to fucking do in those times. You ain't going to know what to fucking do, man. You going to go down to Egypt for help, get all fucked up with their medications and get trapped in these FEMA camps and all manners of wickedness about to happen to you people, and rightfully so, right? But we can get the next scripture. This is Ezekiel 21, and I'll start at 8. And this is pretty much going into Ezekiel, I believe, rebuking the nation of Israel, if you will. It says again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, and say, Thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished, and that sword is being put in the hand of these Edomites to destroy you people. All right? It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. So his sword is being sharpened to you people, right? And there's like a hypothetical question: should we then make mirth? Because you people are celebrating and being in a jolly spirit in a time of destruction. Destruction is at the fucking door, and you people are just jamming and shaking your ass and, you know, not knowing what the fuck is going on. You just out there, Jake, just doing whatever the fuck you want to do, right? Pretty much that was it on that. So the sword is being sharpened, man, you know, to destroy you people, to bring evil upon you people in many different manners and ways, right? Whether it be through pestilence, whether it be through the sword, straight slaughter, talking about the Blix and shit like that, or, you know, whether it be through missiles, whatever. The destruction is coming for you people, man. All right? Let me see. I guess we could read this part. And he giveth it to be furbished that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened and is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. And the slayer is this damn devil, man. Right? He's coming to cut you people up, man. To destroy you people. Right? So that's pretty much it on that. Revelations 12, and let's see if there's any more on that. Yeah, we'll start at 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time, and this never will know. That's why he said, during all his meetings, he's like, oh, we got to speed this thing up, man. We got to make this shit happen, or else it's not going to happen. Because this devil know that his time is short, man. Right? He has to make a move on you people. He has to bring out this Karak. He has to do these things because he has no more time, man. And we want you to make your move anyway, devil. Right? We tired of this place, man. This place is fucking evil, right? All the men of the Lord are tired of this place, man. So make your move so we can go through what we got to go through, right? And get this shit over with, right? You think you tough, man? Make that fucking move, right? So I sit on that. This is 1 Peter 5:8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And that's what's happening, man. You got to be careful. You got to be sober. You got to be vigilant. If you're not watching things like this and paying attention, you may end up, thinking shit sweet, pull up to a hospital. Now, guess what? They got you, man. You locked behind a door. They got the cops out, in front of you at your hospital door, because you don't want to take a certain medication, we'll say, and you don't want that sticky, right? And you never know, man, but you got to be paying attention and keep your head on a swivel so that you don't fall into this trap, so that you know what to do. You know when shit is about to go down, man. How the fuck you gonna know when to do what and when if you're not watching, if you're not paying attention, right? You just thinking shit sweet, you in New York just chilling, and you happen to cough on the bus, and now you seen that video in I think it was Songbird or some shit like that, and every time they scanned themselves, they had like a unit pull up if you was sick. Shit, they might have these goddamn devils posted around the city and like the CDC equipment, like you seen off Monsters Inc. They got the whole yellow suit on and shit like that, and they just pull up and they start to pull people away or whatever, right? So you gotta be vigilant, man. You gotta be sober in this thing, right? Because the devil is walking, he's sifting right now, man. We seeing it daily. We seeing it, man. I just seen a video not too long ago, fucking, I guess dude might have been in the truth however long, but he's sitting here celebrating Thanksgiving and eating pork. And you was confident enough to show this shit on video, which is insane, bro. He said, I marinated the pork and Coca-Cola, and he's prideful about it. He's, showing it off and shit like that. So these niggas is being sifted daily, man, on basic knowledge, like the dietary law, right? These demons is hopping on niggas. The devil's sifting niggas, man. So be careful, right? Stay in these scriptures, man, right? Communicate with the brotherhood, right? Keep doing the videos. Keep hitting the highways and byways. Doing everything that a prophet would do, because the spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets, right? So you would be doing what a prophet would be doing in this time if you were a prophet, or if you were of the elect. You'd be doing what the elect are doing, turning back to the Lord, repenting, studying to show thyself approved, right? Getting this knowledge, all right? So don't waste this time, man. Because shit is about to hit the fan, and men of the Lord might not be on the highways much longer. And then, the well of water will be shut off. You ain't gonna know where to get this knowledge from, and you ain't gonna be learned enough to know what to do next, right? This is 2 Esdras 16 and 40. Let me see if there's any more on this though. Yeah, I'm gonna start at 36. Salakia. Oh man. Says, behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, right? Because the Lord is bringing these plagues, right? As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment, right? Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side, right? So the Lord is bringing these plagues, man. The Lord is bringing this mourning. He's bringing all this stuff, man, and you people have no idea. You're like, well, the devil's, these Edomites are responsible for this, and, they're the reason everything is going wrong. And no, the Lord is bringing these things, man, and nobody can stop it. Just like when an arrow was shot, you can't stop that. Just like, it's straightforward. You can't stop the plagues of the Lord. And this is what we're supposed to do in that time, man. It says, oh, my people, hear my word and make you ready to the battle, because this is a battle, man. This is a battle of the spirit and the flesh, man, right? What you gonna do in that time, Jake? You gonna lean on your own understanding and go out there and get fucking murked, or you gonna lean on the Lord? You gonna lean on the Lord and do everything that was commanded of you to do so that you can be safe? Because the name of the Lord is a strong tower, right? The righteous runneth into it and are saved, right? It says, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth, right? So when shit start to hit the fan, man, the Lord gonna have us on the go, man, right? Because this place isn't our rest. We're not gonna be pressed about leaving our houses and all that shit up. Matter of fact, I believe it was in Matthew, says, if you're not in the house, don't go back for your shit. Roughly paraphrasing, of course, right? It says, he that is in the field, don't go back, man. You're going to have to keep it pushing. All right, so we're going to trust in the Lord. We're going to forsake all these items and material goods and our vehicles or whatever, and we're going to keep it pushing. The Lord going to have us moving in that day, man. But I'm going to get the next scripture. It's Isaiah 13 and 16, and we'll see if we got any more on that. I'm going to start at 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So having a man of the Lord in this day that's coming, this evil that's coming, is going to be a blessing, man. You women out there, you independent women with that harlot spirit who just doing niggas wrong and doing niggas dirty, you gonna wish you had a man of the Lord in that day. And you women who have a man of the Lord, cherish that man. Hold on to that man. Serve that man as your head, as your Lord, because he's gonna be the reason that you're saved in that day. First and foremost, Shah B'Shem Yahushai is gonna be the reason, but as a symbol of the Lord, that man is gonna be the reason why you are covered in that day, right? It says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts in the day of his fierce anger. So shit is going to be crazy in that day, man. The Lord he's very elegant with his words. He's breaking it down, man. Shit is about to go. It's about to be raw in them streets, man. Right? It says, and it shall be as a chased roe and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land. Because these heathens can see it, man. They're taking their riches and they heading back home already. They like, this place is finished, man. They packing up shop. You can look around America and see that most buildings now are being abandoned. The brick and mortar finished, man. I mean, you still got some heathens out here still trying to make a quick buck before shit hit the fan. But most of these niggas is packing up, heading back home, man. They like, yo, fuck this place. This place is they bugging over here, man. I'm out, right? It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword, man. Because you women, specifically, who are dealing with these Edomites and, cherishing him, and you see it all over the social medias, man. It's a trend. It's a wave right now that black women are gravitating toward Edomites because they're idiots. They idiots, man. They are short-sighted. They can't see it. You tell them, hey, we about to be rulers of the earth. They, well, you ain't ruling now, so I'm going to get with who is. That's the spirit of these Eves, man. They're harlots, man. But They're betrayers, man. Right? The fucking, it is what it is, though, man. Fuck these hoes. They're in a bad way anyway. Me and my Ak was just talking about that. Nobody wants to deal with the black woman, man. She's in a bad way. She's the most, I'm not going to say hated, but she's not sought by any man of any race, man. Because you bitches is out of order, right? Nobody wants to deal with an out of order woman, right? Who wakes up like, man, I can't wait to be disrespected by a bitch. That makes no fucking sense, right? It says their children and you fucking Jakes too, man, who like to hold on and suck their oppressor dick, right? You niggas is finished too. You niggas who are with the law and gunning down your brothers and shit like that. You niggas are, traitors. Let's keep it a buck, man. You niggas are fucking traitors, man. I remember I was watching the Straight Outta Compton movie, and one of the scenes, Ice Cube and them, or his son, was outside of the studio, and you had this Jake cop pull up and was trying to be he was being harder than the damn Edomites, man. They're trying to impress his master, right? So you Jakes who are in that spirit, you're finished, man. You are fucking finished. Not by some chance the Lord turns your heart like he did Paul's, and which that's a completely different situation, but it turns your heart and you start to repent and come back to this truth and maybe be an 11th hour Israelite. But other than that, you're finished, man. You're going to be thrust through, right? And fall by the sword. It says, their children shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished, right? Because when these devils come in like a flood, they're not going to give a fuck, right? They don't give a fuck if you're a kid or you're an old person or whatever. Right, they're going. Look, their children shall be dashed to pieces. So they looking to kill off your next generation. So you're not going to be here anymore, man. Cut down the population, right? Destroy the kids, man. There's no future generations after that. It says their houses shall be spoiled, right? Because they're gonna be running up in your shit, man. Not just for the food, not just for the water, and their wives ravished, right? So they're gonna be running up in there for your daughters, man, your wives. To dick them down and take them with them, man. Use them as sex slaves or some shit. Fuck them and kill them. I don't know what the fuck is going to be going down. But the scriptures is telling you, Salakia. Hold on. Just had an ad pop up. Salakia. Yeah, but, you get the point on that, man. Let's get the next scripture. This is Revelations 2. And I'll start at... I'll start at 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, man. So that was going into that situation to where as though some men of the Lord during that time frame will be thrown into prison, right? Some of us will be martyrs for Yahushua, right? Our Lord went through it, so, some of us may go through it. Right, so when they take it, matter of fact, if you remember in that article, it says they will be confined. They will be confining people for an indefinite period of time. So when it goes into that 10 days, that's there's no number on it, man. It's indefinite, if you will, man. It could be 10 days, 100 days, 2 weeks, a month, whatever, right? But some men of the Lord will be confined in that days, man, and you're gonna have to stand strong and have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. That if you do go out in this thing, man, that you're going to be raised up first, right? It says, and will give thee a crown of life. So you men who die in this truth, professing the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and stand 10 toes down when you get into these places, the Lord is going to bless you, right? Don't lack in faith in those times, man. That's the time to be, zealous in the spirit, right? To be, fired up in the spirit, man. Fuck you devils. Spit in their face, right? I ain't taking no fucking Karak, man. I ain't taking no whatever you try and put in me. I mean, fuck that shit, man. Put me to death, man. Put me to death before I do it. You can put me to death before I do any of that shit. It's the spirit that you should be in that time, right? Let's go to the next scripture. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. It says, this is Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction. Because this place was never meant to be a resting place for Jake. You know? This was never supposed to be a place where we set up shop. We building up businesses. We ask these Edomites for a portion of the country so that we can establish our nation and build things up, so we could prolong our life here. No, man, this place is a temporary location, man. This is a temporary stop on the greater destination or the greater journey, which is for us to rule side by side, co-heirs with Yahweh Shai, right? You want to be equal to these devils when we can be co-heirs with Yahweh Shai and ruling the entire world. You niggas is weird, man. You're not kingdom. You don't have a kingdom mindset. You don't have a mind to be a king, to be a leader, right? You have no vision, man. That's the problem with Jake, man. They're so fucking short-sighted. They want that instant glorification. They want that right now. This is the right now generation, the microwave generation, man. Right? When you post a pic, they looking for the likes. When you make some food, or when you're hungry, you want to go to fast food spot to get the quick food, or the microwave. You warm up a piece of, what is that? A hot meal? What's those fucking fast meals called? I forgot, man. Fuck it though. Right? You want the quick meal, man. You want the easy way, man. Right? But broad is the way. What's that scripture? I'm gonna just roughly paraphrase. Broad is the way of destruction, man. We want to take the narrow path, man. The way that isn't taken off in the hard way, man. We wanna reign. We wanna rule, man. The men of the Lord are kingdom mindset, in the kingdom mindset, man. We're not trying to get the fucking scraps off this devil plate. We want it all, right? And that's the spirit you should be in. That's pretty much it on that. I ain't going. This is Jeremiah 30:6. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child, right? Because man can't get pregnant, right? It says, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loin as a woman in travail, and our faces are turning to paleness? And the reason is because all hell is about to break loose, right? Straightforward, plain and simple, man. All hell is, if a man is doing these types of things, right, he sees some shit that's about to happen, man. Right? The chariots is over top of the earth shooting down laser beams. Some crazy shit is taking place. Right? It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? So Jacob's trouble is coming, man. If this ruling doesn't wake you the fuck up, I don't know what will, man. I mean, the language is very detailed about what they plan to do. Right? And Jake, you're the target. You've always been the target, man. Of every nation, right? You've always been the goddamn whooping stick. I mean, not the whooping stick, but the person getting fucked up, whooped. You've always been the victim, if you will, man. Right? So this trouble is for you, Jake. Of course, all the nations are gonna get fucked up by this, but this is for you, Jake, and you need to pay attention. You need to wake the fuck up, man. Right? Again, I'm watching a dog. He got his eyes closed and he's just sleeping. Jake, you need to wake the fuck up, Jake. I don't know what's going to get to you. Maybe you're not supposed to be woken up. Of course, we're only speaking to the elect. Lord willing, the elect wake up so we can get the hell out of here, right? And a lot of people believe that the elect is sealed right now, man. So, we're just prophesying until the Lord takes us off the highways and byways. But you got to wake up, Jake, man. If this don't wake you up, man, I don't know what will. Like, you just need to rocket up your ass or something. Jake need to feel some shit in order to understand. That's because he's stiff-necked, man. He's a stiff-necked people. We are a stiff-necked people, man. You know? Shit has to be drastically insane for Jake to wake the hell up. Right? It says, man, that's pretty much what on that as far as my point is concerned. And we'll end off with this, man. All right? It's Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? And this mark is not symbolic. It's not, a metaphor. This is a literal mark, right? That people are going to put in their bodies, right hand, wherever they put it, and submit unto this devil as their master, right? You are submitting, bowing the knee to your enemy, and you are submitting unto him as your supreme ruler, as your God, right? It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark on the name of the beast or the number of his name. And that's what it's coming down to, man. You people who don't have this mark, who refuse to get this charagma, you're not gonna be able to buy or sell, right? And that's okay, right? Because the Lord is going to make sure that you eat. The Lord is going to provide for you. So you don't need to lean on this devil. You don't need to go down to Egypt for help for these things. But you niggas who do take this shit, this charagma, you're going to be in a bad way, man. You're going to get that instant glorification, that instant relief, and it's going to be temporary before all hell break loose and you're finished anyway. You've already pledged your allegiance and there's no turning back. Niggas talking about I'm going to take it out. Nah, nigga, you cooked. You've already showed who's your Lord. You've already submitted into your Lord, so ain't no taking it out, right? Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for the number of a man, and his number is 603 man. So that's pretty much it on that, man. Lord willing, this was edifying. And Jake, keep your head on a swivel, man, because shit is just gonna get worse with this legislation. He roughly paraphrasing, he acted as a lamb, but he spoke as a dragon, right? And this devil is going to bring out more and more legislation, force more and more things down your throat to where as though it's up, ain't no way out, but Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We believe on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. There's no other way out for us, man. So we gonna die on that sword. We gonna die on that square, if you will, man. Regardless of what happened, Lord willing, you keep your faith, believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and stay 10 toes down, Akim. Lord willing, this was edifying again. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Until next time, Akim. Shalom.